feel like the men here don't even really initiate. Y'all be letting the women come to y'all because y'all know it's so many of us. That's also why you guys feel like you're the prize. Because there's so many of us, y'all just feel like y'all don't have to do anything. Like, you're too cocky. Like,
this is like a bad dream that she's in right now, and she wants to wake up from the nightmare because she never thought in her little special dreams that she would ever have to fight for man's attraction, fight for his validation or his attention whatsoever by just existing. But now the tables have turned and the mirror doesn't look good. The reflection is of what women are. So welcome to how men have felt for a long time, even up to now, that women are cocky and they feel like they have all the options and they just act cocky. That's how women are. Welcome to how men have felt for the longest.
Hey, sorry, one question. Are you looking for a wife? What? Are you looking for a wife?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, just like a wife? Like get married?
Nope. When I tell you the most iconic thing just happened, you're gonna die. So me and my friend Michelle, say hello. Hi. We're vibing, LA, top down, and we see this fine man on the side of the street. Now my dear friend Michelle, single, ready to mingle, we're vibing. She spots it. She's like, oh, he's walking his dog. Big chiseled man. Sculpted. Jaw dropped. And I was like, oh my God, wait, hold on. I've never seen you act this way. I literally whipped my car.
Whipped it around.
Illegal U-turn. Skirt. I pull up.
I was saying, no.
I rolled down my window. I go, hi. And Michelle was like, how are you? And he's like, good. He was like startled. And I go, are you single? And he was like almost like he literally got punked. He's like, yeah. Literally just shows you men are not used to this. He was like, sorry. He literally had to say, just
said,
like,
this never happened to me before.
If you see something, say something. If you want someone, go get it. And then I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like this like vibe like between you two that like I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of feel it for you guys.
Just looked at me and said, wow, you have such a great friend.
The wing woman of the century, thank you. So anyways, long story short, he's like, yeah, I'll give you my number, and gave her his number. And we're gonna text him. And Chris, if you're watching this, get up my friend Michelle.
When you go in the grocery store to buy your groceries, if you see something you like, you buy it.
Right.
If you see something you're interested in and never tried it before, and you want to try it, sometime you'll pick that up, you'll take it home, and you'll try it. The same thing with men.
So women should
thing.
approach men
if they want to try, yes.
As traditional as this grandma is, she's even telling her, hey, go for yours. Since, 1960 or so on, you've had the right to do whatever you want to do. And by 1975, you're able to get your own bank accounts and work and go to college and do all this stuff. So why not approach a man? If that's what you really want and you're not getting it, that's just like when you're a child and your mom or your dad tells you, hey, open your mouth. You want something? Don't just stand there with your mouth shut. Open your mouth and tell me. That's the same logic you need to apply to these women. But the thing is, women act like children in a lot of situations, even as adults, and it never gets addressed because it's looked at as a normality. But I believe it's an abnormality, and it should be addressed, especially when they're younger, because these behaviors carry on with them until they're older.
Okay, I need all the girls to weigh in on this, and unfortunately, probably men too. But if you guys come here not acting right, I'm gonna block you so fast. What? Anyways, the girls and the guys, I need to know who's expecting who to approach in public settings. Like, if you're interested in someone, who is expected to approach who?
You just answered it right there. If you're interested in someone, the person who's interested, whether the other person knows it or not, should be the one to initiate. And the reason being is you need to try to shoot your shot, whether it be from half court or from the fucking parking lot. Because how else is anybody going to know unless the other person is already feeling you and the other person approaches? But if you're interested, 9 times out of 10, you should be the one to approach.
Because I always thought that as a woman, guys would approach us. But some comments I got recently on a video I made of like, where are we meeting people in like public settings? Like off of dating apps, where do you meet like a potential partner? And it seemed like all the men are waiting for us women to approach them. And guys, I was shocked. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. The whole time I thought, surely if like someone was interested in me, they would approach me. But that really only happens in like the gas station. And it's like the person you just absolutely wouldn't go for in a trillion million years. And like, don't get offended by that, guys. You don't have to be interested in everyone that approaches you. But I'm thinking like the types of people that you do want approaching you aren't approaching because they think they're being respectful. Is that what's happening here? Like, respectable men aren't approaching women anymore because they're trying to be respectful. Or was it genuinely supposed to be women approaching men this entire time and I'm living on a different planet?
This kind of delusion needs to be studied, like literally in classrooms. She just believes that, oh, it should just be easy for me. I'm a girl. I'm just going to be out there. I got boobs in a vajayjay. Some guy that's attractive enough like the movies is going to walk up to me. In 2025, when guys have literally did what women said that they were doing with men, divesting, they literally divested and stopped chasing women and stopped approaching women. And she really thought that that was just going to just disappear.
Ladies, and we need to approach men. We really do. Okay? If you see somebody and you're attracted to them, go up to them. If they're in line, go behind them and drop something in front of them. And if he picks it up and notices you behind him and he picks it up, you know, you say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm so-and-so. You're really attractive and I would really like to get to know you. Are you single? That's pretty freaking easy. Or you go up to them, you're waiting in line, whatever, you're at the bar, whatever, at a restaurant, right? And you're just, just looking around and you're like, oh, hey, like, have you been to this restaurant before? How is it? What are your top favorite dishes here? And if he's like, oh no, I haven't gone, blah, 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 like I've never been here. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, well, we can experience it together, Like, are you single? I think you're really attractive and I would really like to get to know you. No promises or anything that it's going to work, but you've given him the ticket and he needs to take that ticket and ask for your number, ask you out, and all that.
Why would she do that? So she could be called a pick-me by all the other women? Like, this is easier said than done. A lot of women don't even feel in their heart of hearts truly that they shouldn't have to do any work. A guy should just fall out of the sky like an angel into their lap, and that should be the man of their dreams, and they should just fall in love and live happily ever after, and he only wanted to have sex with her. Like, all of this stuff and so on and so forth. It's all jibber jabber. Women are not going to do this, and women do not feel like they should do that or should be the one approaching and setting up things. They want to feel special. So what you're doing is you're limiting these women from feeling special, and they're not going to like that. So some women may do this. A lot of women are open, but a majority that are spoiled and don't feel like they need to do anything, which is the majority, are not going to do this advice or not try it. So nice try.
I just watched over an hour and a half of a live, a singles live, where the men and women get together to see if anybody makes a love connection. And I am watching the women in the comment section repeat the same thing. They all are saying, a lot, not all, that they are never approached by men. Don't matter how they dress, where they go. These women lived in different cities, different ages, different races, different careers, different body types, different looks. Everything is different, but they share the same story. Men are not approaching me. I have a question for the ladies. Are y'all approachable?
The answer is hell no.
I want y'all to stop and think about something. That in today's world, the men not only have to worry about the rejection of you saying no. They've always been afraid of rejection. But they have been brave enough to push through that fear because they want women, right? But nowadays, they have to be extra careful because they could be labeled as a stalker, thirsty, sassy. They could be labeled as somebody who's harassing me. These men are not only afraid of rejection, but now they are afraid of charges, baby, because it's hard to date out here. Men are crazy. Women are crazy. I understand why everybody got their guard up. But ladies, I ask you again, are you approachable? Do you look like a woman that this man should want to get to know? Are you automatically judging a book by their cover? Are you smiling? And oh, I know y'all hate when men tell y'all that. Do you know how to spark up a conversation but leave space for him to lead? Do y'all know how to do that? Some of that might be why y'all are not being approached. Are you going out in groups of women? That's intimidating for some men. Are you on your phone the entire time? These are all questions that y'all really need to ask yourself. Ladies, if you are single and ready to mingle, are you making yourself approachable?
Y'all talking about why men aren't approaching women anymore? It's because men have been fucking brainwashed to think that they're fucking worthless if they're not in the right position to fucking trick on you. If niggas can't fucking pay y'all bills, men, a lot of these men are not in position to do what y'all speak on social media. I don't know if y'all know, but constantly saying this every single day is brainwashing men. That's why you're not getting approached, because these men have been brainwashed to think that they need to be more than who they are now.